Hello there and welcome to kiekko.tk patch overview. My name is Duke and I'm going to be going through some of the features that have been added in the latest patch for kiekko.tk. Now, those of you who do not know what kiekko.tk is, it's a Java-based hockey game where you control your character with the mouse, and if you want a detailed explanation or depiction of a game, you should check out my other video where I explain everything pretty much. This time I'm going to be focusing solely on the update itself. So here we are. I've created a practice room for just the purpose of showing all the features. First of all, we're going to start with the zoom in function, which is one of the most anticipated functions that has been added. You no longer have to change your resolution in order to see the game field properly. Right, here we have the options menu, and what's new is that you can turn on and off shadows, adjust the smoothness of the characters. This is what your character looks like without it. It's a bit rough on the edges. And also turn on and off reflections on the rink. Simple, I don't know what that does. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I don't know. Puck size has always been around. Highlights look different. The player highlights are also new, they weren't around before. This shows your character as blue and your teammates show up as red whenever you try to auto pass. So that's a useful feature for new players who may not be familiar with all the game mechanics. Alright, here you can see some of the movement animations, which have much more detail. Like before, there was only one animation for movement, one skating animation. This time you've got several. It adds flavor because it looks a lot more like your character is actually on ice skating rather than the arcade version. Then there's the tackling. It's alright. I mean, it looks more realistic, for one. The thing is, though, that it's a bit on the small side. Like, you can't really tell when someone's blocking. At least it took a really long time for me to really see it. Like, it's a bit unclear. And the animation is also really slow compared to the old one. Like, it takes a long time to actually for the character to actually look like it's blocking, like properly shouldering someone away from his path. And the collision detection also, as you can see, is a bit off. Like here, colliding with the goalkeeper, it doesn't really. It's not the same. Like, it's a bit off. Shooting animation lacks power and punch, in my opinion. It doesn't really reflect how much power you have in your shot. It's always the same, regardless. And also, it's always the same whether or not you have your stick pointing in a certain direction, which is again different from previous versions where you could wave your stick in one direction and it would show on the character animations and you could see where the stick is, because in reality when you do wave your stick left or right, it does wave the stick left and right, and you can hit the puck like that even though the animation doesn't correspond with it. Like the stick here is sort of waving ahead. It's not doing it really. So you can have sort of an invisible stick, which is quite annoying, and it makes it look like the puck is sort of gliding on its own somewhere, which is really annoying. And this is something that should be addressed, and most likely the biggest reason why people think that this version is not as good as the older one, because it doesn't really have that accuracy. I mean, it doesn't accurately reflect what is going on in the game. So that's the stick animations, as well as you can see if you sometimes when you move the puck, it doesn't really connect with the stick, so to speak. You're not holding the puck is just following you around. So that's one thing. Overall, though, I think that it's a good update, and with some work, it could potentially, I wouldn't say replace the old version, but it would certainly appeal to a lot wider audience, I guess, player base, rather than just trying to attract new players, which I'm sure the whole reason is, because old ones are content with the one we have, or had. You can still access the old version, so that's one thing. The thing is, though, that if you have two versions, you have to make sure that both have, for both of them, the stick and animations are correct, which makes it really difficult, for instance, to adjust the new version to make it work better. So I'm wondering if how long are they going to keep this old version, and if they're able to have both of them around, so that both of them work optimally. But that's what I think. I'd like to know what you think. If you played Kiekko, did you enjoy the older version more? If so, why? And if you have never played Kiekko, do you think that this like grasps your interest more, like rather than the older version? Let me know. Share your thoughts and opinions. And also, if you really care, you can post your opinions on the game forums, like this is shit or this is great, keep it up, why haven't I heard about this game before, etc, etc. You know, stuff. My name is Duke, and I will see you another time. Have a nice day.